Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back here for our ETS2 career mode save with the Custard Haulers. As you can see, we have changed our truck, and that is because it is episode 150 and we're doing something a bit special here. It's going to take a little bit longer to achieve. We're going to try and achieve two of the more difficult or longer to do achievements, and one of them involves the truck that we've got. As you can see, it is looking fine, isn't it? It is looking fine, that truck. Look at the paint job. Unfortunately, Toast is not with us. He's somewhere else driving. He's in Luxembourg currently. He will be joining us shortly. And we've got this tractor on the back of us. We are going to be going to Calvi in Corsica, and actually we're heading towards Iberia, the Iberia DLC, and we've got a very easy ferry that we can take from Corsica over there, so that will be an easy route into Spain. And so we'll talk about the two achievements we're trying to get to en route. We have an urgent delivery that we are going to be taking, and it's going to be over 1,000 kilometers. Let's have a look at the route. Right, here we go, folks. We are in Mannheim currently. And you can see here, we are going to be coming through down here over the border into Strasbourg, through near some of the sort of recently. I don't know whether this bit of the has been done recently. That will be interesting to see. Certainly, a lot of these roads have, and then we'll be heading down, actually missing a lot of the French cities, through Lyon, or right next to Lyon, all the way down through Marseille. We've got a How have we not collected any of these things down here? We'll collect those things over into Corsica, and then we're coming all the way over here into Calvi. Yeah, is that the quickest way? Why do we not go that way, maybe? I don't know. If that's the quickest way, that's the quickest way. We've obviously got to think about sleep. We've got to think about a whole load of other things. The trip time is going to be 30 hours and 15 minutes. We've got to keep a close eye on this because this is an urgent delivery. So we've got to get it there by Thursday, essentially Thursday at 11 o'clock or 11 a.m. So let's head off on this beautiful day. And we'll talk just as we're heading out of Mannheim, because I am acutely aware is that Mannheim is one of the reworked parts of Germany, which we haven't had a proper look around. We sort of delivered here, but haven't had really a proper look around. So this is yet another opportunity to see some of the stuff they've done in Mannheim, which I think is, from what we saw, it was looking okay. But maybe we'll see a little bit more here. So, it looks like the weather might be improving. We'll put the wipers on. That will guarantee that the weather will improve. And we'll just come out here from Mannheim. What do you think of my lovely Renault truck? This is the highest spec Renault truck you can get. This is with the sleeper on it. I can't remember the model off the top of my head. But, as I said, this was one of the achievements that we had to do. It was linked to one of those achievements, and that is the Test Drive Limited achievement. So that's taking all of the 7 or 8 different manufacturers of truck, and then owning one of those, and from each one, and driving in excess of 999 kilometers. So we're going to do all of that in one go today. That's for the Renault. We've not driven a Renault truck at all. Apparently, I don't think it matters for the if you've see I told you it would go nice. I don't think it counts if you've done it in quick jobs. Damn it. There we go. Yeah, I don't think it counts if you've done it in quick jobs, but certainly, because we've certainly driven one of these in quick jobs before, but here we are, we're doing this in so it's going to be quite near the end of the delivery, and we're doing this in the well, actually it's a freight job, because we are doing an urgent delivery, and this is the second achievement that we're trying to get, and that is the I'm trying to read at the same time, the just-in-time achievement. So that is basically got to do a delivery of over 550 kilometres, which is an urgent delivery, and you have to deliver it with just 30 minutes remaining. So 11 o'clock, that's what we need to on Thursday. So it's just over 2 days to get there. We've got to sleep, we've got a ferry ride, there's lots of moving parts here. This is not going to be easy. We will do some time lapse, we'll do some just kind of cutting out bits of the journey as well. We will do all of this stuff. Let me know your thoughts on this. Have you completed both of these achievements? In the comments. I haven't got that many things planned, so we will kind of talk about stuff as they happen. But I'm going to start off now saying goodbye for a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of a time lapse as we leave Mannheim. Well, folks, we've crossed over the German border, and which you hopefully saw in the time lapse, and you can see right ahead of us is the city of Strasbourg, which is the site of the first leg, or the end of the first leg of the Orient Express achievement, and that is one that I just cannot find. I think I've seen it like twice, and both times I was doing something else at the time, so I couldn't actually do the job in as much as I was doing something else in the game, which was kind of time critical, so I couldn't do it then. But it seems like the rarest of rare jobs. So let me know, please, for those who've completed that achievement, is that the rarest of the 5 drives you've got to do in that achievement? Because I really want to do it, but I've just not seen it. Every single time I come into the game, that's the first thing I check. Can I see this one? I didn't today because this is the one I wanted to do, but whenever there's any sort of question, that's the thing I'm sort of asking. Oh, look at that little mosaic wall. Is that how you describe it there? I've never been to Strasbourg. I almost went. In fact, was set to go, but COVID arrived and that stopped me. But yeah, maybe that will happen at some point in the future. You see, I've taken the mirror off on the left side like I've done with ATS, because I'm kind of trying to work this to some degree using the mirrors like a real trucker rather than using my fake mirror. On the right, because I can't just easily turn my head and look at the mirror there like I would in real life. I can in this, but it's a bit clunky to do that. I can do it more easily with on the left side mirror, so I'm keeping that. But I'm keeping the fake one on the right, just the one on the left. I'm trying to use the mirrors that we've been assigned. So I think we're going in this one here. That is into Strasbourg. We don't want to do that. We have been through here. I think that's important to say, but we haven't done that first leg drive to Paris, or from Paris to Strasbourg, and then we go, I think it's all the way through to Istanbul. I think that's the drive all the way through there, which is, we just need to sneak in ahead of this car. Jesus, where did he come from? I did not see him coming. Reminds me, if you're not watching my ATS series, if that's not for you, I would advise you to watch the last episode. So it's the one that was released on Sunday, episode 16. I had the most horrendous crash in ATS that I've had at all in any of the games. And you think, oh, well, yeah, idiot driving, that sort of thing. No, it wasn't like that at all. It was a complete freak that happened. It's what I think happened, and someone said something very similar in the comments, is that a car, or in this case I think it was a small truck with some of those wire spools on the back, spawned in the middle of my truck just as I was driving down the road. I didn't see it at all. I was driving down the road like this, and then I was catapulted 100 foot in the air, completely wiped out my truck. But you could see in the mirror, as I was flailing around in the air, there was another truck in the air with us, which was one of this kind of smaller truck with the kind of wire spools on the back. You could see it out in the mirror at one point. So that's looks like what happened, which is so unlucky, because it's a really tough series that I'm doing in ATS, because I've got an economy mod on, which means I can't I can't spend money wildly. So it basically has very real economy. So you get a lot less money for the jobs. It takes a lot longer to get anywhere. So all the money that we'd saved up has been wiped out by me having to fix the truck under those conditions, which is gutting, because we'd done really well. We got about £10,000 in the bank, but yeah. So yeah, go and have a look at that if you haven't done already, because it is well worth it. Anyway, folks, we will head on down the road a little bit further, and I will see you in a little bit. Let's just have a look where we are on the map. We've gone past Strasbourg. We've nattered on quite a long way past Strasbourg. What I might do is we might just cut the next little bit out as we're going down past Dijon. Actually, this might be I think this is the bit that I wanted to see, actually, if it was different. So we'll keep this bit in, and then maybe we'll cut out some of this other bit. So we'll do another little time lapse. See you in a second, folks. folks, yeah, so we've just gone through a toll. We've just yawned, actually. And we are under 1,000 kilometres to go. I think we need to go this way. He wanted to come this way. No, I don't know where he wants to go. But we've got, just under 1,000 kilometres. So that's nice to have broken that landmark. Remember, this is both the ferry and the land driving. So we've done some really good driving, which hopefully you've seen. It has been quite samey driving. There's not, in this particular DLC, you don't see an awful lot of rather cool countryside. I was going to come off here and sleep here, but actually there is another sleep spot a little bit further down where I think we can, where we will be able to reach just about. And well, if these people don't get a move on, and that's going to maximise our ability to get all the way there. So whilst we're kind of meandering our way to the sleep spot, remember that's 9 hours sleep in ETS2. I understand it's 10 hours in ATS, 9 hours in ETS2. So it's currently Tuesday, 5 o'clock. We're going to be sleeping for 9 hours, which is going to put us in the middle of the night, I think, when we wake up. So we're going to be able to do some night driving, or the middle of the early morning. So that will be, well, it's not going to be fun, is it? Night driving is never fun. Oh, I like this. We're going underneath something. What is that? Might have to take a photo here, folks. Yeah, we're taking a photo. Just gone red as well, you might have noticed. So that's fine. We'll show you where we're hopefully going to be stopping here. So there's a sleep spot just after we go through the toll, and yeah, we're just passing through Lyon at the minute. I presume the lion or the griffin was that in reference to Lyon? Is that something to do with Lyon? Obviously, lion in French is not lion. What is that? I'm not sure what lion is in French. But I mean, it couldn't be. It might be something similar. I'm not sure. I really don't know. It's not one of those words you use regularly, is it? In whilst asking for directions around your local French city. Where's the lion? It's the lion near the town hall. Those sort of things. It looks pretty nice though, actually. Given this is quite an old city, it's been a while since we've been here, but does not look too bad at all. I've got a vague recollection of coming through here. I remember that building on the left, which is one we took a photo of, and that, I think that's like a modern art museum or some sort of art centre. But how crazy! I bet that looks immense in real life. So yeah, not too far to go. Or maybe it's the Museum of Confluences. That's it. 945 kilometres to go. Let's just check when we're supposed to get. It's got 41 hours. Wow, we've got ages. We've got ages to get it there. I mean, this is an urgent delivery, and we're going to be so. What are we going to do? We're going to have to drive around. We just have to. I mean, I might be able to get away with sleeping twice, once on the island, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome if we can do it. I don't want to be sort of waiting around for it. That would be really disappointing. But yeah, I thought this was going to be really, really tight. I thought an urgent delivery would give us next to no time. So can you tell me in the comments how much time you actually do get for urgent deliveries? Because it feels like we've kind of optimized it a bit. We are going as far as we can with the sleep that we can generate, with the sleep that we had to start with, and then we're going as far as we possibly can. As you can see, we are getting a bit tired now. Somewhere down here, I don't think it's far away. Yeah, it's not far away at all. Just after this junction, we're going to be pulling in. But how do they decide what is an urgent? How much time extra do you have to get to do an urgent delivery? And is that increased depending on the distance that you're going? So for a really, really long delivery, do you have more wiggle room than a really, really short delivery? Because that would make sense, at least in my microscopic mind, but that might not be the way they decide to do things. Anyway, folks, we are going to go through this toll just on the right side here, and we'll have a little sleep, and then we'll come back tomorrow morning and enjoy. Ooh, can we can't go through there. It'd be nice if we could, but then we're just going to pull in on the right side. Yeah, we'll head off. I know. I think we've got time. Come on, let's through. Come on. So if you give him a clip up the arse there, he's probably going to stop, and that's just going to cause chaos. So so we should just be able to pull in here. There's nothing, no problem there. There's a few spaces here. Nice, here we are. Let's have a sleep. Right, it is 3:30 in the morning. Let's just quickly have a look at the map. How long have we got? So we've got now just 20 hours 31 to get there. So we need to get down here to Marseille. We can have a look at what this is. We'll be there it'll be probably about 4 o'clock in the it'll be probably about 7-8 o'clock by the time we get there. Then we're taking the ferry across here, and then we're sort of driving up to Calvi. But that's not going to take us 20 hours to do. It really feels like we've been given a lot of time, given this is a very, very urgent delivery. Okay, folks, I'm going to drive on. I'm going to do that off camera, and we'll come back as we get into the port of Marseille. So I'll see you in a little bit. Ah, nuts. Just cut into me, the idiot. I mean, admittedly, I could have slowed down for it, but who wants to do that? You can see in the background, we've got a beautiful sunrise in the mirror, just on the left side there. But yeah, a little bit of an accident. Only a little accident we've had. And you can see we've been on the same fuel, and we haven't even got past half a tank, so we're doing pretty well. Right. It's just getting light. We're still on our way down to Marseille, but we'll ignore that little accident. See you in a bit. Well, here we are in Marseille, just coming into it, and it has turned into, after a very, very horrible rainy night, it is turned into an absolutely gorgeous morning in the south of France. So I think that's pleasing. We are massively over the speed limit, so we are just 690 kilometers away from our destination, and it should take us, with the ferry trip, 17 hours 53. I think it's quite a significant ferry trip, and as I said, we are going to be taking a ferry from Marseille, so it's just ahead of us. You can see we've got a couple of things to pick up, though. I did want to a photo op and a scenic viewpoint as well. So we're going to be doing both of those things, and they're just basically around the corner. But this is on the port. We did pick up a a photo opportunity just after we came out of Mannheim. I didn't show that. I didn't come back to talk about that, but we did do that. Which was a bridge. I forget what it was, but I'll put the image on the screen and the image of what the actual bridge looked like. So it was one of the things they put in recently, so something fairly famous from the Mannheim region. So yeah, this is episode 150, and I have to be honest, I never thought we would get anything like that with this game. I wasn't sure if this was going to be for me. I really wasn't. So I enjoyed watching Parkera and Zilla driving around, but I never really kind of thought that it would be something I'd do on the channel. I did buy the game of ETS2, and I sort of had a little pootle around, and it really sort of didn't quite grab me. And it was at the time basically because my laptop just wasn't capable of running this, and now I have a laptop capable of running it, which makes things a lot easier. But yeah, back then that was certainly not the case, and it did kind of ruin the experience a little bit. I think you need a decent laptop to be able to do it and record at the same time without issue. But I'm absolutely thrilled that we've managed to get this far, and that you folks have really enjoyed the journey. I'm amazing that many of you have watched 150 of these episodes. That is absolutely madness. So I want to say a massive thank you to all of you for that just ridiculous show of support, and I hope you get something out of these episodes. Really appreciate your comments and stuff, because I learn an awful lot. I don't know a lot about driving trucks, in all honesty, beyond this. So it's been really helpful to hear kind of your thoughts on what I need to do, etc. I feel we've been going bloody ages on this road. Oh, it's just ahead. Right, okay. So it's just down there. So we're 17 hours, 40 minutes, I think, to get there. But I think once we get to Corsica, we've got to do a bit of a roundabout route all the way around the island. Anyway, yeah, so massive thank you. And if you are someone who hasn't actually picked up this game and tried it out, and you've got a laptop that's capable of doing it, I really would recommend it, because I find this is just one of the... I don't know what it is about the game. You'd think it would be dull, driving around, going places, but... or not really going places, but it just isn't. It really works very, very nicely, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it so far. So I'd absolutely recommend it. If you are thinking about it, yeah, go and do it. So yeah, episode 150, and I'm pretty happy we've managed to get this double kind of this double achievement episode. If we can pull it off, I think we might be able to. I'm not 100% sure we'll manage it, but we certainly should get the Test Drive Limited achievement. And it's whether we get the other thing, I don't know. Wow, look at that. The Marseille office towers is that one. What do you think of the paint job, folks? God, that's a bit freaky. Yeah, so that's the Marseille office towers. And then presumably this is going to be the Marseille docks or something like that, the viewpoint. But sometimes it completely throws you and it's something completely different. But we will see. We're not very far away, and we've not been to this dock before. So that's good, because there is an achievement where you've got to go to all the docks. Right, where is it? It's just there on the left. So let's see what this is all about. Oh, here we go. And how pretty is that? The port of Marseille. So I'll show a picture of this as well in real life, whether this kind of captures it or not. Certainly it won't have such a beautiful truck in the foreground. Look at that section with those office blocks just behind. We've gone the length, or the whole length of France, actually, which is... That feels pretty good, pretty decent achievement. Done it all in one go. It doesn't feel like I've been driving for that long either. I thought this would take bloody ages. But actually, at least to this point, it's not felt too long. In fact, I don't know how long I've been recording. There's the French flag and the tricolor flying everywhere. Just look at that. This is an old part of the game. And it just looks gorgeous. Yeah, the sky helps, but Yeah, just love this stuff. What a fabulous game. And yeah, moving over to ATS, obviously I knew I was going to like it, but it is different. It is different. I feel like I've got a whole world to explore with the ATS series. So if you're not following me on that one, as I said, we had that crazy episode recently, but there's been some fabulous things to see. And we're just currently looking at the new DLC that's just been released, Missouri. And there's some really interesting things in Missouri. Right, we want to go to Porto Vecchio, not to Barcelona. Well, we might want to go to Barcelona. So that's going to take us 14 hours. And it's going to be over €1,000, but we've got enough money. We've got about 4 million in the bank. Right. So it is 8 o'clock at night. Let's see where we are. So we've got 220 kilometers to go. Just 3 hours 32 to get there. What do we say on here? So we've still got 14 hours in the bank. So we could sleep again. Now, if it's a 9-hour sleep, we've still give us plenty of time. So let's have a look at that. We've got. Do we have a sleep point anywhere? We could sleep here. And then we can just do this lovely little drive around here. It would mean after sleeping it should be just about getting light again, I think. Is that going to be... It's 9 hours. If it's 10 hours, is that going to be okay? It's 8 o'clock, so it'll be 8 in the morning. We've got... We've got 3 hours 32 to get there. And we've got 14 hours in the bank. I think we're okay. I think we can do it. And I think that would allow us to do it, to not be messing around too much. We can just kind of ride around and see if there's anywhere we haven't been in that particular city, because we need to be in that half an hour window. We won't be doing any reversing or anything like that, because I'm not 100% sure if it's when we get to the delivery point or when we actually slot it in. I don't know which of those it actually is. So it is getting on for the night time. Have I got my... I've got those up. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. This, I think, came afterwards. Okay. So we'll just go up here, up ahead. I'm going to go have a little sleep here, and then I'll come back and I'll see you for this final little drive. And we'll probably do a little time lapse right at the end. So, wow, this is tight like a tiger. This is. Okay, so we have slept. It's 5:46 in the morning. We've got 5 hours 36 to get it there, and I think a 3 hour delivery. So that makes things more interesting. So we're going to poodle our way up there. Going to do a bit of a time lapse. 3 hours 26. So we've still got possibly a couple of... We should be well ahead of that. So we'll make sure we get up there. But I'll see you... I'll do this little time lapse. This is going to be gorgeous, I think. I'll see you in a bit. Well, hello folks, we're right on the north coast now, driving along the north coast of Corsica, so not far away from our drop-off zone. We're well under the time needed to get there, so 3 hours. We've got about 3 hours needed to get there. It's going to take us about an hour, so we're going to be maybe a couple of hours early. So that's all fine. The one thing that's slightly concerning me, I haven't seen the anything pop up, and there's no Steam achievements arrived yet for the test drive limited, even though that we've done over 999 kilometers on this drive over land. So I wonder whether there's some issue there, or do we get issued that at the end of the drive? I'm trying to remember that. I thought it was kind of like halfway through it would just pop up, but it might not be. Fingers crossed that's the case, because I'd be gutted if there's some like quirk of the fact that there's a ferry drive, there's like a ferry thing. I think we have to stop here. Yeah, there's the little train that goes around Corsica. But if the ferry has something to do with this, well, this is all going to help us in terms of, imagine if we desperately needed to be there. Oh, that would be annoying. Although time has stopped by the look of it. It's 8:41. It just hasn't moved. Oh yeah, 8:42. Does it slow down for things like this? I've got another one coming. Come on. Why hasn't this opened? That should have opened, right? Unless there is something else coming. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it. Are we being... Oh, this is... Can we get through? No. There is another one coming through. Well, that would have been tough, because I'd have been about halfway across. So how did they cross? Oh, I don't know. It's 8:50 now anyway. There we go. Jesus. So that's probably helped us a little bit, just to waste a little bit more time, but there's just basically an hour to get to our delivery location. And as you can see here, we've got 2 hours 20, so we're gonna have an hour and a half basically to, or we don't actually, it'll be 1 hour, because we need to get there with between 30 minutes and nothing remaining. So actually it's fine, we've got about an hour to waste. So I might just go into the various other places, pick those up for kind of the 100% map achievement, which I think that, and let me know if that's not the case, but I think that does mean also you need to go into all of the kind of companies and things like that. Or is it just roads? Let me know. Or what we could do is we could go back up here again, because this is rather cool. That would, how much is that going to add on to the trip? Not that much. So it's about an hour from here. Let's just quickly check that. About an hour. How does that work? It's like that. Like it hasn't added anything on. It doesn't make sense. I don't really want to go up there if it's not... Right, 39 kilometres, 38 minutes. So doing that, it puts on like a couple more minutes, but it's a nice place to go. So I'll see you when we go up to the Ile. What is it called? Ile Rousset. We'll have a little look there. It's a rather cool little location. Right, we're getting a note from the dispatcher that we need to get it there very soon. So why are we getting that now? So we've got, before we take a left here, okay, so it's 2 hours away is what they're saying. So we've still got time to have a little bit of a, I mean, he's not going to be happy about this, but we've got time to go. A little bit of sightseeing. As long as we don't get stuck up here, or we have to like do some horrendous like backing up or something. As long as that doesn't happen, we'll be fine. So we can go up that road. We might do that. And there it is. It's, yeah, look at it. It's really cool, this. So it's like a lighthouse, but and all sorts of other things, like a ruin over there with this little bridge going over there. I really enjoyed this when I was over here previously. It looks like somewhere that would be quite cool to visit. I mean, Corsica itself is quite a cool place by the look of it. Right, so I think we have to turn around right at the end here. So is there a castle up there? I think there is something up there. Yeah. Yeah, some sort of thing up the top there. Right, we just need to turn around somehow, somewhere. There's not a lot of room to do that, is there? But maybe we'll do it in here. Right, so what are we on now? 34 minutes to get there from here. It's undoubtedly probably going to be about 40 minutes because we're not going to be able to go to the speed that, I mean, 50 kilometers an hour here seems excessive. So how does that fit? 33 minutes. It's still... We're still way ahead, so that's fine. That's fine. So I think if we deliver it around 11:15, that should be all right. We'll go up this little road on the right side just to get that road. We've not been up there before. Okay. Yeah, and fingers crossed that our previous thing will work. The test drive limited thing will work. So I've got to go up here. Right. So you stay there. No. We're going up here. We're going up this road. Not a lot of room for this sort of behaviour. Have I made a grave error? Oh, I may have done. Jesus Christ. Imagine getting stuck there. Fuck. Right. Do not. Oh, I was so concerned. There. Right. It's 10:15 now. So I've got it's 11:30, 1 hour 33. So I need to get there essentially at 11:15 or something like that. So 25 minutes away. We're still going to be early. So we're going to stop in at these various places that we haven't gone into before, and I'll see you in a bit as we're sort of finishing up this drive. Right, folks, we've just got 48 minutes remaining to deliver this truck. So remember, we need to be between 30 minutes and 0. So we've really got 18 minutes. We've got to take 18 minutes to get back to... It's going to take us 6 minutes. So we're trying to just take our time. We're out, folks. Right. How much longer have we got? So we could... There's this thing here, but I'm not going in there, and I do not want to drop in there too early. So, it's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. We couldn't go too much further there because that's gonna be chaotic. So we've got just 14 minutes until we can drop it off. So 14 minutes from what the time is now is 10:38, so that's 10:52, which is when we need to drop it off. So I think we'll go back down to the marina one more time, and that will be enough to put us in that time slot, because you do not want to drive past it. But I think this seems sensible. So have you done this particular achievement? It's difficult. I guess this would be dead easy if you were driving around a city or something like that. But for something like this, where you're not driving around a city, it's really hard. It's really hard because you it's really limited where you can go with this. Okay, let's just come back up again. That's back to 6 minutes. This is good. Right. Don't get stuck. 10:52 if we remember. So 48. Come on. Right. Oh, Christ. I didn't see that. Oh, that might help. 10:49. We've got the train coming. I've been done by the train. It's the same bloody one. No, it's a different one. So that's fine. It's 10:50 we're going to be getting there. We want to get there at 10. We've got 8 minutes. This is ridiculous. Oh, dear. Right, turning right here. We don't want to go just yet. Ooh. Ooh, no, can't go then. Oh, time doesn't seem to be passing. Right, 10:50. It's just 3 minutes away. Can we just go round the roundabout loads of times? Well, let's try doing that. See what happens. How many times can we go round the roundabout? Can we make it get to 10:52? Right, let's get a sick. Oh, is that half past? Nope, 34 minutes. This is ridiculous. 10:52. Let's just make sure. Don't crash, don't crash. Don't do anything that's really stupid. $10:53. So I think that's fine. Let's just double check. 32 minutes. Right, yes, this is fine. Let's go. I imagine people sitting at that restaurant thinking, what the oh, bloody hell. That's not what I meant to do. I guess I got dizzy. What is this lunatic doing? Driving round the roundabout 4,000 times and then crashing. An utter idiot. Right. We need to be there at 10:53. It's 10:52 now. I think this is going to give it us. Remember, we're not doing any reversing because I don't know whether this is going to cause us some consternation. Right, here we go. 10:53. Is that it? Oh no. We're trying to go into the wrong bloody thing. That would have been... It's there. Okay. DFDS Logistics. We're going to come all the way over here. And then we'll go in. And I think this should give us the achievement. And hopefully we get both of them. Because I think I've done amazing there. We're just going to skip that. Confirm. Yay! Test Ride Limited. And just in time. 2 achievements in one go. Yes, there was a little bit of a damage penalty there because we smashed into a bollard. But that's fine. Nice bit of XP there. Almost up to level 39. And that's episode 150 done. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for the ideas around episode 150. Let me know what the ideas you've got for episode 200. If we get that far, certainly, you know, we are continuing this. We've got more DLCs that will be released. We haven't explored Iberia yet, so that's going to take some time. And there's a whole host of other parts of this this game that we haven't really completed or looked at yet. So if you did enjoy that, and if you have been enjoying the series, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I suspect you're not at this point, but thank you very much for coming along for the ride, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.